Buenas noches, everybody. How's it going? I have been taking deep breaths and hyping myself up because today we're gonna be super duper extra scandalous. We're gonna be so scandalous, and this is gonna be so cool because last time we accidentally got ourselves friend zoned, which is not cool. So, yeah, this time we're gonna be scandalous and not get friend zoned by Scott. Okay. I'm so nervous but excited. This will be so fun. So much fun, so much fun. Okay, ready? Let's start. Here we go. One player. First term classic. We're gonna play the full game. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Let's play as her again. Jacques. Ha, there we go. Jacques. And last time we did they, so this time let's do she. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was cute as she was genocidal. Damien LaVey, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and love of fire. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly large, humongous heart. Liam de Lioncourt, 400 and something, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Polly Geist, 22, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid. We were ready to start. How exciting. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they're rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in BS to diagnose which of the deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into character stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. Okay, so last time I was definitely a lot more mild with my thing, but I said that this time we were going to be super duper scandalous. So that's who we're gonna be. We're gonna be a scandalous being. Super schmexy wexy. What is your soul emoji? The emoji that speaks the truth of your soul. Caucasian guy with a turban. Because of the stereotypes. Snowman, because those mother effers is in the middle of a blizzard, and he's effing smiling. He doesn't give an F about the blizzards, and he has a kick butt head. Octopus emoji. Best animal on earth. I know 5 mixed drinks, 3 drug cocktails, and 17 schmexy positions that involve one or several octopi. I kind of like the snowman one. That seems fun. So bold. It's your chance to fix global warming. Go ahead. Global warming isn't real. I invented it. And now science is claiming authorship because science is lame copycat with no original ideas. Nah, the world is doomed, but I'll start investing in ships and start a profitable business for the soon-to-be-covered water world. It is time to be real here. I'll lead a mission to the sun in order to invite the sun to a party of its life, and we'll have so many hilarious misadventures that the sun will eventually become cooler. Wink wonk. It's fine. What criteria would you use to name your children? Ooh. A non-heteronormative name to give them freedom to define themselves in their own terms. I will research for a name that is pun-proof, joke-proof. No one will pick on them. Something simple and friendly like Bobby or Mary. Just a swear word. I'll name them plus the second. Oh, so like our name? Okay. Or meh, no name? It's just too much work. How about Jack Lopin the second? So fancy. Alright. Let us try and go get that bimbo's heart. See it? Probably at the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team spirits, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. Alright, off to a great start. You see Damien and Miranda with their heads in their hands. They look glum. You ask them what's up. Ugh, we're boned. I do not know what this boned means, but I'm not optimistic about our chances at the upcoming exam. It's not fair. I shouldn't have to fail the test just because I spent all week in a really brutal mosh pit instead of going to class. And I did study. I had my servants read the entire textbook twice. But for some reason, my servants are not allowed to take the test for me. Well, there's only one thing left to do. Chop up the teacher and melt his body in acid. No, there's got to be another way. Doesn't there? Okay, we have 2 options. Easy. Just lobby the government until they remove the class from the entire school system. Or, you don't need to murder your teacher over something like this. Just burn down the entire school. This one seems fun. Haha, yeah! Finally, a good excuse to do what I was gonna do eventually anyway. I'm not sure it's actually a good excuse. But it's too late. Damien is already running through the halls with 2 gallons of gasoline, soaking everything. Later, as Damien is led out of school in handcuffs for the 3rd time this week, he gives you a smile and a wink. Ha! Suckers. They can't make me take the test if I'm in jail. I win again. Damien's happy, and only a small portion of the school's burned down. Looks like everybody wins. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. Alright, we're doing good so far. But I still want to see my beautiful boy. My himbo bimbo. Where is he at? Here he is. You arrive at Scott and Miranda's table to find Scott happily chowing down, while Miranda stares horrified at her tray. Okay, let's see. That's a good voice for this boy. I'll try to do the one I did yesterday, but I couldn't really stick with it. I couldn't really stick with it. Okay, here we go. What's wrong, Miranda? Isn't it obvious? Right here, on my tray, fish sticks! Yeah, Fish Stick Fridays, isn't it great? It's not great, Scott. The fish are my subjects. This is clearly the work of the air people. Ooh. Air people? Yes. Do you not know of the air people? The merfolk's most hated rivals? Don't you read the news? Yeah, sure. Because I totally know how to read. Oh no. What? Well, I must insist that you cease eating those fish sticks immediately. It is high treason. Aw, but I've been looking forward to Fish Stick Friday since last Friday, Fish Stick Friday. Are you sure I can't eat any? He's asking Miranda while holding a fish stick really close to his mouth. But you feel like you've got a better answer to settle this argument. You blurt out, "Haven't you heard, Scott? Fish sticks are making you worse at sports. They contain baldropal and nerdoflavin." Or, "Fish sticks contain absolutely no fish. It's a garden snail and food-grade plastic. Scott can eat as many as he wants." This one. Yes! See, Miranda? There's nothing wrong with fish sticks at all. They're good and good for you. I suppose you're right. Perhaps this is not the Air People's plot as I suspected after all. Though I am disappointed that so much plastic is being used in fish sticks, rather than plastic drink rings to catch birds with. Don't forget the snails. There's snails in it too. I would much rather forget about the snails. Thank you. Does this mean that you still don't want your fish sticks? Can I have them? Can I? Very well, you may partake. I'm not sure where my eating serfs have gone off to, in any case. As you watch Scott chow down on his artificial fish fingers, you decide that both he and Miranda have weird relationships with food. Scott gives you a thumbs up while still munching those fish fingers. Yes! Alright, we've got this. We're gonna win this guy's heart over. Let's go to the auditorium. That day while rehearsing for the class play, it is as though the muses themselves had descended to give you figurative oral schmanky-panky. Your performance is so intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. After you're counting and recounting your money, hoping to find an extra dollar, when suddenly, "Hey Jack, look here, look what I have. Isn't it shiny?" Scott holds aloft a roll of duct tape in which you concede is indeed shiny. Listen, I'm not saying that we tied up Crazy Martin, the werebear janitor. I'm just saying, this tape is crazy strong. And if you wanted to wreak some havoc on the school, Crazy Martin might be a little tied up. Thank the Triple Goddess, we've spent months tracking that. Our thing! It's so cool, right? We have a thing, and it's our thing, and it's the best thing, and it's ours! You fools, that duct tape of retribution. It's the only adhesive that can hold Balthasar the Destroyer, whom we must attain in order to save the world. Oh, well, saving the world is good. I just liked it because it was cool. It was a cool, shiny thing. You could have it. No, wait, Scott. They're probably just making that stuff up because they want to take our cool thing from us. Balthasar the Destroyer? Obviously fake. Why, I've never heard of him. We had a 3-hour-long lecture on Balthasar the Destroyer in homeroom yesterday. You're right, Damien. They must be lying. I think we could have remembered that. You were at the sports practice and Damien was asleep at his desk. After we heard about the threat of Balthasar posed, we took it upon ourselves to journey deep into the dungeons of Hollis Maw to bring back the holy duct tape of retribution, only to discover it's already gone. Oh, the dungeons of Hollis Maw? That's where we were! We took the wrong turn on our way to English curses and got totally lost. Somehow we were in some kind of maze. Anyway, we saw the sick tape and thought we might as well take it. And now, it's ours, and you can't have it. Could you be any more oblivious? Hand over the tape or we'll be forced to use force to take it. By force. Yikes. Looks like the situation is getting out of control. You'd better step in before someone, or some duct tape, gets hurt. Don't worry, Damien. You can keep the duct tape of retribution for your nefarious purposes. Coven, why don't you just use the scotch tape of hay? Cut that out instead. Scott, you don't really care about the duct tape, right? You just like having a cool shiny thing. But watch me use my sweet negotiation skills to get, wait for it, 2 cool shiny things. Yes, let's get Scott 2 cool shiny things. What? Seriously? We said we needed a magic artifact to save the world from the likes of Balthasar, and you're making us barter for it? Ugh, God, you guys really are pathetic. The Coven leader rummages around her pockets before withdrawing 2 shiny things. Here are 2 shiny things, a broken glow stick from last Dark Arts Con we attended, and the ceremonial dagger, which I got at Dark Arts and Crafts store. You eagerly take the 2 shiny things, and the Coven yanks the duct tape of retribution right out of Scott's hands and peace out before anyone can stop them. Whoa, dude. Not cool. Like, profoundly not cool. Aww. They said they needed that artifact to try and save the world, and you just decided to barter with them? For 2 shiny things? They needed it to save the world. You could have easily gotten 5 shiny things. 5 or 6 or 8 or 4 or any number higher than 5. You're going to point out that 4 is not higher than 5, but they already seem so pissed at you. Why push your luck on petty math? You lost the duct tape of retribution. Scott and Damien respect. Oh, Scott and Damien's respect. And -2 fun and -1 boldness. Oh, nice going. Dang it! I just wanted to get 2 shiny things for Scotty! Oh, howdy Frank. How's it going? Okay. We got this. We can't make any more mistakes. We gotta woo this man. Okay. Let's go to the bathrooms. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms, you give 0 shites, but you gain +2 boldness. You see hordes of your classmates running away from Vera and Scott. They're all screaming, "Spoilers!" Have you seen the latest episode of Detective Wereweasel? Wereweasel finally exposed the cartel's entire operation. I did! It was so exciting I peed on Grandma's carpet. I know, right? And the cartel's organizational structure is so cool. I took so many notes. But last night was the last episode. I was so sad. I peed on Grandma's carpet. Well, why don't we start our own TV show? We'll make it better than Wereweasel. Better than Wereweasel? Is that even possible? We're the perfect team. I have money and you're the gullible target audience. Gorgana Film Studios requires your ideas. Scott, Gorgana Film Studios? We'll talk about that later. Right now, I need ideas. When the Mafia threatens to close his gym, an ugly Nefertu must expose the syndicate to save the only place that lets him do his reps. Chile, 1985. When Pinocchio floods the market with black cocaine, a courageous drug dealer becomes a private eye to blackmail Pinocchio and save her coke labs. Ooh, let's do this one, because we know Scott lives to work out. Dang it! Oh! Okay, it's cool. It's whatever. But why would Nefertu go to the gym? He can't see himself in the mirror. Without mirrors, how can he appreciate the beauty of a lovingly nurtured muscle? Mirrors? Are you trying to get me to shoot an entire village pilot in a room full of mirrors? Oh, takes all my concentration not to petrify myself doing my makeup in the morning. Oh, wow, your premise was so stupid that Scott found a problem with it. You lose. Okay, we got this. We can still totally save ourselves from this, right? Okay. Where at? Come on. You find Polly and Scott huddled at your chosen table. If these two are together, it can only mean one thing. I hereby call the meeting of Prankmasters to order. Prankmaster Hal, present and accounted for. Chairman Geist all dressed up and ready to prank. Hey, how come you get to be chairman? Well, which one of us can throw chairs around the room with our ghost powers? Well, I don't have ghost powers, so... Oh, you! I get it, chairman. But... No time to argue, Scott. We've got to come up with a baller food prank before the end of lunch. Oh yeah, okay. What if we ate all our food like a good boy? Is that a prank? No, Scott. For the last time, this is not a prank, and I don't eat. But I am having trouble coming up with another idea. Anybody else? You've been waiting your whole life for an opportunity like this. You propose the ultimate food prank. Replace all the food with chairs, or eat everybody else's food like a good boy. How about we replace everybody's food with chairs? Yes! You know what they say. When life gives you chairs, do pranks with the chairs. But I've never heard Coach say that. Doesn't it sound like the kind of thing he would say? Doesn't it sound like the kind of thing he would say, though? Yeah, it kind of does. How am I supposed to help, though? You're the chairman. Easy, Scott. Just be a chair. Oh, of course. Scott twists himself into an uncomfortable-looking shape. He seems happy, though. Like this? Exactly like that. Now, up you go. Whee! Does this make me a chairman? Sure, totally. Polly doesn't seem to mind sharing her title with Scott, or her affection with you. Prank achieved. Okay, we got this. Let's go to the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Many people fall during the battle. You can't take any more. So you valiantly go straight up to the other team's leader and start a negotiation for truce. After hours of intense diplomacy, you commit to an agreement. What an unexpected twist! You gain +10 righteousness, but the game is so wrong in so many ways that you would be lucky if you could do anything with that. And +2 charm. There you are, swiping through potential monster match dates, when you spot Scott pacing and muttering to himself in distress. You can't bear to see someone so adorable in so much pain, so you might as well try to ease it however you can. Oh, hi there, Jack. Do you think I'm adorable? Yes, in fact, you were literally just thinking that. Anyway, the other day I was about to do the forest. I was out in the forest trying to find a quiet place and a large branch to do some pull-ups before the big sports game, when suddenly I was approached by these talking forest animals. They were pretty big for forest animals, and I never seen an animal that can talk like that. I mean, other than us werewolves, if you're counting us as animals. And they were so fuzzy and adorable, but they said they were impressed by my pull-ups and my muscles, and that I was even more adorable. So the nice little forest animals with giant heads made me their king, which was really flattering. I just don't know anything about ruling, and I'm not sure if I'm good enough to be a king. Aw, poor Scott. It's up to you to help him rally. Scott, a good king is a strong ruler, physically strong. If you can do 100 push-ups, you can be a good king for sure. True royalty has been inside you all along. Why else would your eyes be so royal blue? Ooh.
Wait, can dogs see the color blue?
But I always knew that wasn't a real word. Clever, Liam. He was clearly testing me. So if my eyes are royal blue because I had royalty inside me all along, does that mean I have a little blue king or queen inside of me? That's no. That's horrible. I have a person inside of me. I need to get someone to remove it. I think I saw a really legit surgeon operating in the alley room next to school. That's a very legit surgeon. Will help me for sure. Oh no, you saw the surgeon. First, that surgeon was clearly an illegal hack looking for some bucks. Second, that surgeon was actually a dog in a doctor's coat. No time to lose. And you and Jack. And you, Jack. To think you always knew about the little blue royalty living inside me and didn't tell me until today. What a bull! Man, I'm never gonna get on Scott's good side, am I? Oh gosh. Scott flies away, and you're sad. He thinks you're a bad friend, yet you capture the image of him flying away, since it might be the last time you see him being treated by a surgeon dog. Your sadness at his rejection fights your sadness of maybe leading him to his death. In the end, the loser is you, who loses -2 fun and -1 charm. If only I had better charming skills. Oh, hey, you're right. Let me just quickly fix that. I didn't notice that my stream was still under art. Let me quickly fix that. Thank you for letting me know, Fox. Monster Prom. All good. Almost done. Almost done fixing it. Monster Prom. Okay, here we go. The info should be updated, so hopefully it's all good to go. Alright, now let's continue. Where to? Let's go to the outdoors. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalated so much that at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. Nearby, you see that Scott and the wolf pack talking. Scott, we have the greatest power to drink. We have the greatest power drink to date. Check this out, bro. Oh, I love power drinks. But wait, this new cutting-edge sports supplement is like no other before. There's no need to mix it with a beverage. You can consume it solely on your nose. It's called Cocaine. Yeah, Cocaine. Whoa, that totally doesn't sound like your regular power drink, which definitely means it's cutting edge, just like you said. Yeah, it's like 50% energy drink, 50% protein power, and 100% raw power. Oh, gosh, dang it. With these crazy pranks. But before you can do anything, Scott had snorted all the coke. And he's gone full wolf mode. And now he's basically unleashed and destroying everything he sees. You need to do something to calm him down, but what? Using your vast knowledge of aromatherapy, give him some lavender-scented cocaine to neutralize the regular scented cocaine to relax him a bit. Give him a flashy fidget spinner! You start spinning a very flashy fidget spinner in front of Wolf Scott. He stops wreaking havoc and staring at the spinning fidget spinner. It's so spinny. After a while, he reverts to his normal self because everyone knows that cocaine triggers a werewolf's transformation, but a fidget spinner can obviously cancel it. Bro, this thingy is the best thingy ever! It's like a very safe and friendly shuriken. Can I keep it? How can you say no to that pair of puppy dog eyes? Hooray! You see Scott fleeing with your fidget spinner, still managing to wreak some havoc despite calling it very safe and friendly. Clumsy, handsome Scott. You gain +2 charm and +1 smarts. Yes! Alright. Week 3, noon. Alright. Let's try to continue to win Scott's heart and not get friend-zoned this time. You sit down to enjoy a nice, normal meal at the Spooky High cafeteria, as usual. Lol, JK, something effed up is always going on here, and today is no different. Oh, hello, Jack! Did you want to come sit with us and our imaginary friend? No one else is here. Their imaginary friend roars at the whole cafeteria shakes. Okay, Jack, you have some smarts. You're probably going to figure this out pretty quickly. Why do we have a wild beast under our table? Why don't you take a guess? He's asking you to guess because we totally forgot our plan. Scott, no we didn't. Shut up. We were going to teach him piano, or maybe the saxophone. I lost my notes. No worries, no notes needed. You know exactly what they should do with this wild beast. This wild beast should be the new school mascot. Put him in a sports jersey and let's rock. Go team! It's obvious you brought this beast to the kitchen to turn it into the next MasterChef champion so you can split the big MasterChef cash prize. Obviously, they're gonna put him in a jersey and make him dance around and cheer for all the football players. Go team! Oh, that's a great idea! I'm pretty sure Spooky High already has a mascot, but you know what they say, the more mascots, the merrier. I don't really think they say that. Well, they should. If most schools have only one mascot, having multiple mascots will be the one more thing that makes our amazing school even more extra special. I can see it now. The Spooky High wild beast that Scott and Damien kept under the tables. Rah, rah, wild beast, eat the other team and feast, and try not to get an infection from yeast. Actually, that chant is pretty dope. Jack, thank you tons. The wild beast mascot will be fun. If you ask me, I owe you one. If you were to nitpick, you could point out that tons and 1/fun don't actually rhyme. But why would you nitpick such an adorable and genuine display of affection from darling Scott? Alright, week 3. Let's see, where should we go this night? Auditorium, class, library, outdoors, gym, or bathrooms. Let's go to the outdoors. Let's go have some fun tonight. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You casually chanting with John and the small magical Latino cat. You start telling him that hilarious story of what happened last summer at Monster Camp. You know which one. The one involving the beehive and the blow-up doll from the president, the penguin mask, and the mystery of the Goblin King. Slowly, lots of people start joining you to hear the story. By the time you say where the Goblin King was, 100 people or so burst out into hysterical laughter. You turn on a mobile app that captures all the laughter, and it turns into +2 fun. You're taking a break with Scott and Damien and Vera, while the whole wolf pack comes stomping over. Oh great, it's these boneheads again. I wonder what they want.
Hey Scott, what's up dog and non-dogs?
Eat shite, you fuckery flea farm.
Whoa, Damien, calm down. These guys are my cousins. Even more important, they're my teammates. Oh yeah? Well, if we were so important, how come we didn't see you at the dog park last full moon?
Last full moon? Oh, well, I don't remember. I was at the bowling alley with Damien and Vera, and it was next morning, and I was naked and covered in blood. Oh yeah, that night was rad.
We all wake up naked and covered in blood after a full moon, Scott, but we wake up naked and covered in blood together.
You know why?
Because we're werewolves. The question is, are you?
I'm sick of these creeps always harassing Scott. We need to get rid of them. But how? Pretend to throw a ball really, really far, but actually just hide it behind your back. Fiendish deceit. Stack Vera and Damien on your shoulders and make yourself as big as possible. Let's make ourselves as big as possible. Battle stations, you cry, and your friends spring into action. At least, Damien springs into action. You never practiced this with Vera. What are you two? Ah! Damien yanks Vera up onto his shoulders. The three of you tower over the wolf pack.
Whoa, where'd that huge Gorgon come from? And does she have a demon head for what do you have? Whatever. Witchcraft is going on here. We're not into it. We're sports jocks, not warlocks.
The wolf pack flees, and you manage to get Scott calmed down shortly afterwards. You disengage from your classmates.
That was metal as F. Demon Head D is gonna be the name of the my new noise band.
Wow, I already knew you guys were my friends, but when you work together, it turns out you're also my biggest friends. Well, I have to admit, I did quite like being taller than everyone. And you have to admit, you kind of liked being under her. You gain +2 creativity and +1 boldness. Alright. Yes. Lavender scented cocaine, the good stuff. Auditorium, class. Let's go to class. We haven't been to class in a hot minute. That day, you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. It's almost time for football practice, but you see Scott without his uniform on, looking sadder than you've ever seen him.
I just can't believe it, bro. Coach kicked me off the team.
It's not fair. How was I supposed to know that cocaine power drink contained cocaine? But rules are rules, and apparently doing a bunch of cocaine is against those rules. What am I gonna do, bro? Sports is my life. A life without sports is like life without life. Please, bro, help me figure out a way to get back on the team. We're gonna help our baby boy out. You'd love to help, But the only question is how. Spike the punch with Coke on prom night. If the whole team's on Coke, Coach will have to let you play. All we gotta do is convince Coach that cocaine is a good thing. A little hands-on demonstration wouldn't hurt. You see, they can't kick everybody off the team.
Yeah, that's a great idea. It's like Coach always says. A real team does everything together. Running, throwing, even pooping. We can do cocaine together too. It'll be a real bonding experience. And then, Coach will see how committed I am to the team, and he'll have to let me play. My favorite thing about this plan is that there's nothing illegal or unethical about it. You're gonna have to find some cocaine though. Do you know how to do that?
That shouldn't be a problem. In fact, you're pretty sure you saw someone selling some somewhere. You gain +2 creativity and +1 fun. Okay, looks like I might need to buy some from that shopkeeper lady. Where's my boy? Oh, he's with the Wolfpack guys? How dare. You find Scott and Damien immersed in their favorite mobile game, Pokemans Go, based on the classic Pocket Humans.
My Reginald Basworth uses income tax audit. No, my Lindsay Roberts never saves receipts. It's super effective. Now time for the finishing blow. Wait, what? Reginald contracted lymphoma? Reginald's lymphoma deals 500 physical damage to him and 999 emotional damage to him and his loved ones? Woo, I win again. Why are all your Pokemon so unhealthy, Damien? Because I make them all smoke cigarettes and live next to toxic waste dumps, obviously. Maybe you should stop that? Where's the fun in that? Let's have another match. What are you two nerds doing? Nerding around? Nerd up, nerds. Whoa, Scott, is that you? I didn't recognize you under all that nerdery. What are you doing playing a dumb video game for stupid babies? But Pokemans isn't dumb. It's cool. Because...
No way. Is Scott gonna come up with anything? But if you do, maybe you can score some points with Scott or Damien. Show them that the phone equipped with Pokemons can also be used as a football. Say nothing. Pelt them with steamed vegetables. Let's do this one. No way! I didn't know that was a feature for Pokemon's Go. It's not. She's just gonna grab someone's phone and... You snatch Damien's phone, heft it in one hand, and fling it across the cafeteria. Hey! My phone! What the D was that for? Yay! I mean... Yay! Someone threw something. I'll get it. Whoa, bro. Check that perfect spiral in that throw. That's technique right there. Let's all install Pokemons on our phones right now, and then throw our phones at each other. The Wolfpack bound off to play full contact phone tag. Scott soon returns with Damien's phone in his mouth. Damien's phone is pretty much destroyed, but Scott is so happy to be playing fetch with you. Yeah, we're on Scott's good side. I know, right? Okay, where to? Outdoors? Gym? Let's go to the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. At one point, you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team. But suddenly, you convince him not to throw the ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears, and you take advantage of that moment of weakness, throwing the ball at him. You lose -5 mercy, a stat that might be useful in Monster Prom sequel, but is it now? You gain +2 charm. Later, you find Scott sitting on the bleachers, talking to himself. And victory is like a car. You just gotta chase it, and... No. It's no use, bro. The big game this weekend, and I'm the quarterback, so I gotta give a good pep talk, but... Well, I don't know how to talk pep, bro. I've got plenty of pep inside me, but how do I make it come out of my mouth?
I've tried using words and different words and even grunts and growls, but my teammates just look at me in fear and confusion. Do you think maybe you could help me talk my pep?
Of course you can. You share your secret to an extra peppy talk. Here, wear my lucky underwear. My talk is always peppier with this around my nethers. It's not supposed to be a pep talk. It's supposed to be a pup talk. Bring all your baby brothers, and everyone will get pupped for sure. Oh, that's right. I said we were going to be scandalous this time. So, let's put a little scandal in here. Let's give him our underwear. Aww. Oh no. Never mind. Maybe I shouldn't have been scandalous. Oh. 3 hours later. Oh, never mind. I totally chose the wrong thing. I shouldn't have been scandalous. This was a mistake. Whoa, bro. These undies are really tight. Like, really, really tight. You notice Scott's voice is increased in pitch by an entire octave. Oh no! How am I supposed to do sports if I can't breathe down there? I can hardly move my legs. I've heard of good ball control, but this is too much, bro. Too much. You have to take Scott to the hospital to get the lucky underwear surgically removed, and now you're really out of luck. You lose -2 charm and -1 charm. Never mind. I wasn't born to be scandalous. I shouldn't have tried. I'm so bad at being charming. Okay, let's try the lip Barbie. That day you spend some time in the library's PCs, mining some bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency. But you guess that nobody actually has any effery idea of how it really works. Anyway, you gain +2 Bitcoin, which equals to $2,000 plus dollars! Which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars. So, +2 money? Aw, man. But then you realize that it's insane, and seeing what Scott's up to sounds more fun. He appears to be video chatting. Oh, hey Jack, call me my friend. Shuckskitten69. Shuckskitten69. Meet Jack. I met her on the internet. Kindly asked me if I wanted an adult friend in my area. And I thought, sure, why not? Everybody needs an adult friend to explain things like taxes and mortgages. So, at first, I had to pay for Shuckskitten69 to hang out with me and tell me all about the IRS. But as we became friends, she just stopped charging me. Now we just chat a couple times a week. Of course, this means she's spending time with me for free, and she could be making money. Oh, I know. She said that for other people, her show is less financial advice and more performance. Usually nude. Which is fine with me. Wolves love running through the forest naked under the full moon. Or also any moon. Let me think of a way to make her show stand out from everyone else's, so people will give my friend even more money. Invert the art of stripping by seeing how much clothing you can put on. Car chases. Let's do car chases. Aww. Not so fun. Why didn't I think of that? Car chases makes everything better. Why would this be an exception? You leave them to their planning. The next time you run into Scott, he seems super glum and his tail is drooping. Usually Kitten69 and me talk privately, but she invited me to witness her first big group show with her concept. It was incredible! Car chases are so exciting, and she managed to be in a car chase while taking her clothes off, and she was the one driving. But then something horrible happened. Oh no. Shuckskitten69 was in a car wreck and it was all your fault. Her insurance rates went up, way up. Apparently, taking your clothes off for money while driving a car at 90 miles per hour automatically increases your premium.
I don't know why. She only destroyed 3 mailboxes and 2 trees. No one even died. I wanted you to help my friend, not hurt her. I guess you're not good at friendship. Oh, but if he thinks you're bad at friendship, how will he ever think you're good at romance-ship? I lose -2 charm and -1 fun. What is this? Ugh. Why is it so hard to date this man? Okay, week 5, noon. Alright, let's try to get on this guy's good side. As you approach Scott and Miranda's table, you see that the entire table is covered in exotic silverware. Oh, what's this one for? That's the forking spoon. It's a spoon for picking up your forks so that you don't have to touch them with your fingers. And that one? That's the tuning fork. It's for making sure all your other silverware is tuned to A minor, as is proper. What about this one? That's the dairy knife. It's for milk. Whoa, do people ever invent new silverwares? All the time, but none of them are any good. It would take a genius to of true subtlety to improve on the existing canon. A genius of true subtlety. Genius and subtlety are your middle effing names. You suggest the ultimate new silverware. The salad harp, or hands. I know Scott will like hands, so let's go, Scotty. My favorite silverware! Eat gags! How crude. I know, right? My only favorite or silverware are face and mouth. Scott, I think you're misunderstanding the purpose of silverware. No, I don't think so. Look! Scott reaches into his backpack and pulls out 2 silver hands, a silver face and a silver mouth. He holds the hands in his hands and the face in his mouth and devours his lunch in a highly counterintuitive way. How charming. I stand corrected. You're not standing, you're sitting. Anywho, I gotta put on some ointment. All that silver is really bad for my skin. Scott lets you put the ointment on him. Nice. Week 5, evening time. Alright, let's go outdoors. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You're talking to Juan and a small magical Latino cat when he tells you that you won't ever be as fun as Bob or Scary Clown. You accept the challenge, you go straight to Bob, stab him several times, opening his bleeding chest and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Really? Do you think that's how this works? Welp, it is! You gain +2 fun from poor Bob. Oh dang, I can't believe we just ate some guy. You notice Polly and Scott on the lawn doing something. Polly is chewing determinedly at the hula hoop, while Scott slowly covers himself in sunglasses. Despite your better judgment, you ask what they're doing. Yoga, bro! What does it look like? Liam said we should practice some yoga in order to cleanse our bodies from all the drugs and sports. And I was like, sure, I'll try anything once. So, here we are, doing yoga. It seems like a lot of work to look up yoga on the internet. So instead, we just made an educated guess based on... Actually, nothing. Oh man, what if we were doing it wrong? Yeah, like you do know anything about yoga. Do you have any tips on how to do yoga the best? Focus on deep, mindful breathing. Or you need yoga pants. Here we go. Let's give him good advice. Oh. Yeah, I forgot about that. Ghosts don't breathe because we're, like, dead and everything? Rude. It's okay, Polly. I can breathe for the both of us, like this. Oof. Ah. Oof. Nah, don't worry about it. I don't even know why I was trying to get toxins out of my body in the first place. I'm gonna go put them all back in. You nerds focus on your stupid breathing. Oh, Polly.
Scott keeps breathing after Polly leaves, but his heart's not really in it. You lose -2 charm and -1 smarts. Dang it, come on. Why am I so bad at this? Alright, let's go and buy that cocaine. Hey, last night I read the article on how money causes pocket cancer in the long run. You don't want to get pocket cancer. Quick, give me that dangerous money you have in your still healthy pockets. What? I'm too poor for this. How much more do I need? 10 buckaroonies and we have 7. So you just came in to say hi? What a weirdo. Human interaction is so last year. Okay. That sucks. Let's make some moolah. Oh, do we have enough time to make moolah? As you approach your chosen table, you see Liam carefully framing his artfully arranged jelly dessert for the transcendent food pick when you... FOODPIC! Write those pics to victory! What? What does that even mean? When I say food, you say pick! Food? No. Food? Stop. 2, 4, picks, 8. Food do we appreciate? Food picks, go! Cease this incident chanting this instant. What? But I'm trying to help you take the best food pick. You've been trying to take this food pick for like 20 minutes now. You gotta snack a pick so you can eat your tasty food. I don't eat, Scott. I only order this food so I can take pictures of it, and you're not helping. I know. My cheerleading just isn't good enough. What I need is a cheer partner to take me to the next level. No, what you need is a swift kick in the... But it's too late. Scott has already chosen you as his cheer partner. Now it's up to you what the two of you will do. We've got to pick Liam up and toss him in the air. It's the only way to really amp him up. Liam's food picks are art, so we have to use art to cheer him on. The quiet art of mime. Let's throw him up in the air! I get it! Amp him up! Like where the sky is! Let's do it! What? No, that's a horrible... Up you go, little buddy. Reach for the stars. Okay, I'm actually getting some very artistic angles on my food from up here. But this is still not okay. Oh, Liam, you've always been sarcastic. He loves it. Wait. You chose now to finally start understanding what sarcasm is? I'm not being sarcastic. You can't fool me, Liam. I know everything you say means the opposite of what I think it means. Liam eventually gets Scott to put him down by saying he loves being thrown in the air. Scott still somehow believes him, believes he did the right thing, and gives you the most intimate fist bump. Okay, let's see if we can get some more money at the library. That day, you spend some time on the library's PC, playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it paid off, so F it. You gain +2 money. You're minding your own business when Scott jogs up and gives you a friendly punch in the shoulder. It almost destroys you. Hey bro, I was just looking for you. The big game's today and I need a friendly face to pep me up. I know we've got cheerleaders for that or whatever, but between you and me, bro, I don't think our cheerleaders are hype enough. They're supposed to be giving 110%, but they've only been getting 107, 108 tops. That's why I need you to give 115% at the game tonight, so I can give 120 or even 135. Thanks, bro. I knew I could count on you. See you tonight. Scott bumps your fist and sprints off without even waiting for you to agree to his cheerleading scheme. I guess this is what it's like to be Scott's bro. So, what are you gonna do to get him amped to the game? Pick the other cheerleaders up and juggle them? Dress up like the full moon and perch at top of the bleachers. Maybe he'll transform. No, I feel like they'll be bad for the game. Let's juggle the cheerleaders. That night, you show up to the big game, ready to bring those mother effing ruckus. It's a critical moment when Scott got the ball. You sneak up on the cheerleader squad and attempt to hoist them skyward. But of course you fail. These are full-grown monsters. How buff do you think you are? You do, however, manage to cup some very inappropriate parts of the cheerleaders while trying to toss them. Scott is so distracted at the beatdown you receive as a result. He gets tackled and loses the ball, so his fans pull them. After the game, you catch up with Scott and ask how he thinks the game went. He seems to have found his pants. I didn't know this was possible, bro. But I think you gave too much percent. Like, so many percent that it wrapped back around and became 0%. Now I'm rethinking everything. Like, what if I'm giving too much percent? How will I know? How will I ever do sports now? Your bad, creepy juggling has given Scott a full-blown existential crisis. Smooth move. You lose -2 charm and -1 fun. Oh, gosh. Will Scott even want to go with me after this awful fiasco? Okay, let's try. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Huh? Prom? I don't know. I mean, you're so out of shape. My grandma says I need to mate with an alpha specimen so we can breed strong babies. Sorry. What? You were so ashamed by your failure that after prom, you photoed Edifin Garfield onto your prom pics as if he was your prom date. Yeah, Garfield, the orange cartoon cat. Not your brightest idea. Anyway, even with your photo editing skills, still couldn't photo edit the sadness of your face away. Sad. Oh. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Scott unexpected ended up filming school and partnered with Vera to concrete their own TV show. It was bought by Netflix, since Netflix will buy anything, and even crazy TV shows co-created by recently graduated high schoolers. Polly took summer job at the Ghost of Christmas Present. She spent most of her time partying. There was almost no work because, you know, it was summer. Miranda used her vast knowledge of serfs to get a job handpicking the best serfs for other people. Unsurprisingly, she ended up leaving her serfs to do the work. For those 6 weeks, Monster Prom seemed larger than life. And then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then. But there were plenty of battles left in that world war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Yay! I love how we failed again! I'm not good at this dating stuff. Man, anywho, it was really cool. We got to see a new ending. Yeah. Aw, man. That sure was funky, wasn't it? Maybe 3rd time's a charm? Maybe? We can hope, I guess. Anywho, next time I do this, let's hope that I can finally not get friend-zoned by Scott, or, you know, just flat out rejected for being out of shape. Anywho, another fun ending, I guess. Oh, I gotta get better at this. Alright, anywho, that was lots of fun. Thank you guys for joining me as I failed to get a date to the prom. Lots of fun as usual. So much fun. I love it. My favorite activity. But yeah. With no further ado, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Alright. Good night, everyone.